Welcome back. This is the Bird's Eye View, and I'm here with Mr. Krow over there.
Hey, everybody! It's good to see you. We should explain why you're
why I'm always
foggy.
confused. Well, it's because I flipped my monitor. Like normally it was the other way, and then I flipped my monitor because I don't like the mic on this side. But now it's backwards, so. You're actually over there, but on the OBS, you're so anyway.
Yeah, we're all messed up.
Yeah.
And I can't move my monitor either, so you might see me every once in a while looking this way.
Swear to God, next week I'm flipping you on the other side. All right, so, we were going down some headlines, and we came across this parenting headline, and because we're both parents, I always like to kind of jump into those. But this one, I was like...
A little iffy.
This one is nuts. So here we go.
Yeah. A little more than nuts.
So this couple decides that for whatever Facebook group they got dedicated to or whatever in their Reddit brain, or somehow they came to the conclusion that your own urine is healthy. Or urine in general is healthy.
Urine in general is healthy, and it's also to fight the vid.
Right. So this is their belief.
So messed up.
So because of this, they decided that they have been adding a ½ ounce of urine to lemonade to make popsicles for their daughter.
Yep.
And not telling their daughter, just say, hey, you want a lemonade yellow snow popsicle?
Yeah, it's like, here
you go.
Here's a treat for you.
Yellow snow's good. Don't forget.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's really what they're doing, right?
It is.
So,
it's basically, what they're doing.
Okay, a ½ ounce.
It's still just nasty.
It's too much.
I don't care.
No matter what it is, it's too much. Anyway, so okay. So I'm not the person to tell you how to parent.
Nope.
Parent. Right. Parent however you want. But there's some
a big butt in there.
There's some things I would say that's probably not a great idea, but and the thing is in general, if you're doing it to yourself, I really don't have too much to say about it. But generally, that's probably not true. But anyway, so
we'll still make fun of you if we can. Let's be honest.
But the later part of this article was my daughter had some friends over, and the friends wanted some popsicles too. So sure, go ahead and have some urine popsicles that I don't mention to your parents, because if you told me, I would probably choke you out on the street, and it would be some serious issues, because I can't even explain how many lines I feel like you've crossed there, but you've definitely gone beyond.
And that's what levels brought this to the attention of Facebook as well too. There are double-digit thousands of parents that are like, I would have lost my mind. It's fine, you do you to an extent. That still seems weird, but giving it to my kid draws the line.
No, but listen to this. The Urine Magic Facebook group, which has 37,000 members.
Yeah.
Oh, naturopathic medicine and practice of drinking one's own urine for health, vitality, and longevity. However, despite the practice rise in popularity, the benefits of drinking urine is unproven.
Correct. And it just, in my mind, this doesn't make sense. I know that according to Bear, right, or whatever his survival name is.
Bear Grylls, yeah.
Bear Grylls, you can do this to survive,
Right.
but it's like bare necessities.
Well, and
like
you can do
dire
it to
necessities.
survive under certain circumstances at a
Correct.
certain desperation level. Right?
Yeah, because drinking your urine is not. It can't be good. Well,
Well,
I'm not good. I'm not a scientist, so I'm going to say my opinion. This ain't good
well,
because
here,
it is just
it-
concentrated.
in this article, it says, according to Healthline, drinking urine is not advisable and can introduce harmful bacteria and toxins between
because your body's already
gastrointestinal.
filtered it out.
Yep. Gastrointestinal problems and other infection resulting from bacteria found in the urinary tract, and the kidneys suffering from excess strains because they're forced to filter out concentrated waste products. The dangers of ingesting urine are far greater than any perceived health advantages. All right, so there you go.
Don't drink piss. Don't.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's
unless
just my
you
opinion.
are like on the verge of death from dehydration,
Yeah.
don't do it.
Yeah,
And-
this is.
And if you're gonna do it, don't like to me this is borderline child abuse. Because there's no health, there is no proven health benefit. This is like that border of child abuse. Now,
See, but this is like border. I don't know. I'll keep
So-
my mouth
so-
closed 'cause
so
this will
here's the
just
thing is,
open up the comments so
I'm
much.
I'm like, okay, you know what? If your child doesn't have any problems with it, but I still think they should be informed.
I don't think this kid even knew.
No, this
Like, to
kid
be
doesn't
honest-
know, but and neither did the kid's friend that they gave it to. But here's my thing is, I think if you have explained what is in it to your kid, then
Mhm.
fine. But if your kid gets sick, now you're on the hook for child abuse because you now purposely provided your child with something that could have made them sick and now has.
Yeah.
And that's where like I that's where the problem for me is if you've explained to your kid and your kid's like, hey, whatever, it tastes good, I'm doing it. Okay, fine. But if your kid gets sick, requires medical attention because you have done something like this, you're on the hook for child abuse. In my opinion, that's the way it should be. If your child never gets sick, fine, so be it.
So be it. Yeah.
But
That's
if
true.
you are introducing something into their diet that could make them sick, and they do end up getting sick as a result,
because of it, as a result, yes. There.
then for me that's child abuse.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. I can see that.
there was another article I read, another kind of unrelated, but it's still parenting, that these people took off for vacation and left their, I think, 11-year-old kid by himself for like a few weeks.
What?
And I mean, he had food and whatever, but he didn't go to school or whatever. But you know,
That's exactly what I'm thinking. A few weeks, like
Yeah.
a couple days. Your kid's not going to school. They're not going to do it.
and when
What 11-year-old would.
one of the neighbors called the cops, they did a health check, found out the parents weren't there, took the kid. The kid's now in foster care, and the parents were charged with child
so
abuse
sad.
or neglect
sad.
or something like that.
Neglect. Yeah, it'd probably be more neglect.
And I know they're not exactly related, but they kind of are related, right? Because in one, you left the kid with everything they needed to survive. You just left them unsupervised.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is you are supervising them, but you are doing something that could make them sick.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like they're very close to the same kind of on the line thing to me.
What's that? Is it Munchausen? Munchausen-ism?
Is that the one where you make them sick so you can take care of them?
Exactly. Is this wouldn't this kind of fall under that? I mean, kind of, right? Fall under those.
Yeah,
because you're giving you're giving them something, not intentionally making them sick, but in with the hopes to make them better. But if they do get sick, now what's the difference between Munchausen syndrome?
Well, I guess the difference there is one, you're purposely making them sick so you can take care of them or get sympathy for them.
Exactly.
And this is, they believe that
they're going to be better.
Yeah, that this is providing anti-Rona
vid thingy.
and this is providing them anti-Rona vitamins.
Yeah, I don't. But see, that's my point is if they get sick because of this, and when they do find out in the other case, they're charged. I don't see a difference with how the not circumstances, but the legal actions.
The legal aspect of I agree. I don't see how if they got sick that you would avoid the legal penalties of this. Exactly. And but to have the gall to give this to another family's child. Peeing in a cup, putting it in some lemonade, freezing it, and then giving it to another family's child is so far beyond the steps of, I got the girls are like, hey, we want to have a sleepover at my parents, and I'm like, or sleepover at my friend's house, and I'm like, okay, we can't have popsicles now, and then can't have any lemonade, right? I'm like, how,
drink liquid, but hold on. If it smells funny, if it's bubbling, if it's...
Because if this came out, man, I might be going to jail, bro. This is just, it's kind of sick to me. Like I said, you want to parent your own kid a certain way. You want to feed your own kid a certain way.
Totally.
You want to just, all they eat is McDonald's. That's all on you. But when you have another family's kid, the responsibility for you to act in a normal societal way to that kid is implied. And this is outside that normal. This is way outside that normal.
But speaking about this being, speaking about being normal, as you read this article and more at the end, this is how can you say it? I can't remember exactly what they said, but this is a fad. This is something going on. Like more and more people are doing this, and it's starting to grow population.
37,000 people in the urine group. That's a lot.
This just goes to say that you can literally have a following about anything. Like there are people who will follow you about anything. Wow. Well, I just dumbfounded by some of this.
And this kind of goes back to the whole situation that we're in now where is the shot working? Does the shot work? Mm-hmm. Now it's you have to have the shot and the booster, otherwise you're not considered fully protected.
Current.
We'll just say protected. And, but they keep moving the needle, right? Because next year it'll be, well, you have to have your original one and then you have to have your 6th booster, otherwise you're still not fully. And that's where this kind of stuff shows up. Is you get the mistrust from the man, and then you get the fringe groups around the edges, and those fringe groups have fringe groups, and then those fringe groups have fringe groups, and then you up with people peeing in popsicles and thinking that they're protected from the whatever variant we're on,
Yeah.
And that's where it's so
Yeah.
great. Like I said, I'm not telling anybody what to do with their own body. That's your own choice. Get it, don't get it. That's you. You live your life.
All
Like
you.
I made my own choices. I got whatever variant it was, and I'm over it. And but everything was my choice. And I don't have any regrets on any of my choices. But I'm not sucking down some pea popsicles thinking that it's going to protect me and stuff, right?
It's true.
But like I said, you do you, but don't be handing this off to other people's kids and stuff. That is not.
And while we're on that line, not even
acceptable.
like don't offer it to me if I come visit your house.
Well,
Like, hey, I got this great popsicle. It's new flavor. You want to try it? No.
well, that's the thing is, would they tell you or not? Like that's the whole thing.
Probably
is
not.
like, yeah, probably not. Say, hey, you want some lemonade? I don't even know if I'll be able to have lemonade ever again now, dude. Like,
I don't know. Yeah, this is it.
is it store bought? Is it in a package? Because if it's not in a package, I can't. Is it homemade lemonade? Sorry, I'm gonna have to pass.
Just think, people are going to start dehydrating this stuff now and putting it in packages. You
Oh,
wait,
God.
you watch.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. I'll trademark that so that when it does happen, I can get some money.
All right.
Oh
well,
my goodness. No.
Parent your kid however you want. Don't subject other kids, other families to your pea popsicle, whatever
Stuff.
ways. Like okay, here, I got a question for you, Mr. Krow. As we're talking about parenting kids, is when you had kids come over to your house to hang out with your kids and your family.
Yep.
What happens when they got in trouble? Did you spank them? Did you spank I don't know. Like, did you ever spank your kids? Would you do, like,
I usually, like, especially if they had friends over, I would still sit down and talk to them. Like, I would still be like, whoa, like, and this is when you're here, like, I would at least say, to my kids, we don't do this. And while you're here under, and I'd look at the other, and while you're here under my house and my rules and under my supervision, these are the rules I go by. You don't do this kind of stuff.
Because when I was growing up, like, if you were
never
at
got
somebody's
beaten, though.
household and they were getting their ass kicked, you were probably getting your ass kicked with them.
Oh,
Like,
see,
when I was
mine,
growing up.
I always got sent home. But when my friends when it was like, okay, it's an ass whooping now. It was like, you need to go home and I'll be calling your mom. And I'm like, son of a, like, yeah, it was.
I remember I was probably like 16-ish. I got about 16, and I was over at my buddy's house, and I was supposed to be staying there for a few days. And like, we all got in trouble, and like his dad was like super strict, and I was like, I ain't taking an ass whooping. I ain't taking an ass
I'm going home.
I ain't taking an ass. But we ended up having to do some calisthenics and some chores and stuff. But
oh yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
damn.
I've had to go back to my friend's house. We ended up doing lots of yard work and a whole bunch of other grunt work and even going and helping at other family members of the friends. It's like, today we're going to go for a travel. We're going to drive 2 hours to my aunt's house. And it's like, gosh, this sucks. But no, I never, I guess I was swatted pretty hard, kicked maybe twice by a couple of friends of, their parents, where they're like, get your bump. It was like, yeah, there was a few of those, but nothing came of like a serious talking like a parent would or something. No.
All right, so let us know. Comment down below. Is it okay to parent other? How far can you go when you're parenting other kids? And where do you stand on pea popsicles and giving them to other kids? Because that's,
or even just what kind of oddities have you ever come across, either growing up or being a parent yourself and sending your kids off to someone else's and coming back and they're like, Mom, guess what he did? I've got a few of those too. My kids come back and I'm like, really? That's odd.
All right. With that, though, we're out here for this episode. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to comment, leave a like. Helps the algorithm. Help us get seen. Help us build the channel. But with that, don't be sucking down any pea popsicles while we're out. Much love.
Watch what you're drinking all. See ya.